Yo, what is up? Excited for this video because a lot of requests on this kind of topic. So let's get straight into it. So what do we trade? We trade the trend. In an uptrend, we catch these higher lows. So you wait for price to pull back, boom, you enter. You wait for price to pull back, boom, you enter. And guess what, mate? On a downtrend, it's the exact same thing. You have this. What do? You wait for price to pull back, you enter. So you're trying to catch this pullback and then ride it down. Catch this pullback, ride it down. Unfortunately, sometimes the market doesn't always move like that. Sometimes the market does this. And you're like, what? But I'm waiting for this zone. I'm waiting for this zone. What can I do? Oh, I can never find a trade. Relax, relax, relax. We can work with it, okay? Different market environments. We have super strong trending environments. We have nice pullback environments. You just know how to adjust. So let's just keep it simple. For the structure, you can see, let's say you're focusing on this break structure here. You have a high, you have a candle close. Yeah, I had a comment the other day saying, can you please change the cart colors to red and green? That's not going to make you profitable, man. So we have this zone here. Now, as you can see, in this scenario, price is accelerating pretty fast. You can see we're kind of ripping up with not many pullbacks. So you might be afraid that we're not going to come back into the zone. And I get that. So first, it needs to be a strong trend. If you're going to do this and just spam it, you're going to catch a lot of L's. So it needs to be a nice strong trend. Here I can see, look, multiple. How many that? From 6:30 to 9:15. That is 3 hours and not a single red candle. That's pretty obvious. It's a nice strong trend. Now, the lowest I would use this is the 5-minute lowest. Ideally, the 5-minute, the 15-minute, the 30-minute, even the hourly up to the 4-hour, it's going to give you the best results. I'm not using this on the 3-minute or the 1-minute. Lowest is the 5-minute. So I'm ripping up. And I'm scared we might not pull back into our zone. But we can see we're ripping up. We want to try catch the move up. But I can't just buy at the top. I need some sort of pullback. So the first thing you need to see is a swing low. Right now, we've had no swing lows. We've had this swing low here, right? But we had no bearish candle. So we kind of need a swing low and then a bearish candle. So I'll show you what I mean. So, okay. Here we have a bearish candle. And look, oh, nice. Here we have a swing low. So now I have a swing low, I have a bearish candle. Now I mark out the high of this bearish candle. I need price to come close above this bearish candle. So let's see. Boom. Here we close above it. Okay. Now what does that tell me? Rip, 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 rip. Sellers tried to step in. All these buyers stepped in here. Boom. Push price up. We know buyers won because we closed above these sellers here, which is why I need to close above this candle. So there was a lot of orders in here that pushed the market back up. So it makes sense for price to come back, fill in these orders and continue higher. So now this becomes, in an uptrend, a possible POI, a possible point of interest. So I'm going to draw a zone from this to this. Boom. Simple. Now we trade the 6-tap model, right? So I go on the 1-minute time frame now. And I need to see, do we have a 6-tap within this zone? And you can see, what the hell? How do I change that? There we go. We have a, oh my days, bro. We have a 1, 2. This is the Elliott Wave tool. Before I get comments saying what tool is this. I don't trade Elliott Wave, it just helps me label out the taps. I have nice 6 taps forming as soon as we come and sweep this. Now, this is important. So if we go back to the higher time frame, which is the 15-minute, you can see here slightly as well. We left the zone, right? We closed above this. We put a small tap in, and then we continued higher. This zone is still what? Very unmitigated. If this tap came filled in, and then here you can't use this because there's no orders left. Here we can see this zone is still fresh, and it just has to be fresh on your higher time frame, not your lower time frame. So using this on my higher time frame, I can see we left this down candle here, we tapped back in, we pushed higher, and we still haven't mitigated this down candle. Price mitigates candles, and what I mean by that is, look, I'm not cherry picking, I'm just showing you here. Can you see here? We had this candle. Price left it, mitigated it, pulled up, right? Price left it, mitigates this candle, pulled up. So it makes sense for price to come mitigate this down candle, and then because it's a down candle in an uptrend that we've closed above, to then push higher. So now what you're going to do is you're going to wait, and this is a tip, right? You don't have to believe me, but 50% is a cheat code. 50% of your POIs is an absolute cheat code. So we're not going to get into entry confirmations. We're just going to What you want to use this as a POI, and then you want to look for your entry confirmation here. I never limit, but for example's sake, we're just going to limit in these areas. And look at that. So we had a perfect. This is how you're going to find high probability zones in which you can then go to a lower time frame and look for your confirmation. So this higher time frame, area of demand in an uptrend, down candle, swing low, closed above, unmitigated. This is a high probability area for me to then pay interest. As we tap into here, I go to my lower time frame, look for my confirmation, and you can see here, look, we tapped 50% of this zone beautifully, and we ripped up. This is not random. This happens so many times. You can become profitable using just this. So let's go into another example. I believe I have it here. Yes, I do. Look at that, already locked and loaded. So if a downtrend, right, again, look at this. You can see a strong move down. Now let's look at structure. So the last BOS I would use, the last break structure would be once we close this low. So I technically would need price to come back into here and move lower. You can see we have a first tap in this zone as well. But strong trend channel, the chances of price coming all the way up here, all the way down, it's possible, but it might take too long. I might log off for the day, market might close. So I can look for potentially a bit of a more aggressive entry because we are in a strong trend. So in an uptrend, when we're strong in price, when we were trending nicely to the upside, I needed a swing low. What do I need here? Here, I need a swing high. So you can see we have a swing high. Swing high, swing lows can be any candle color. This is a swing high. Now I need a bullish candle and for price to close below that. Here we have the bullish candle. Here we have its successive bullish candles. But if you know valid highs, valid lows, this is its own candle because it closed above this bullish candle. So I can focus on this bullish candle here. So it's a swing high and a bullish candle. Okay, if we go back to here, it was a swing low and a bullish candle. And I'll see if I can find another example in there as well, because you'll see these down candles get me. Okay, look at this. At the start of the move, I'm zoomed in. Apologies there. So you can see we have a down candle. We close above it, right? Let's draw a box around this down candle. What do? We leave the candle, we put in a shallow tap, we push higher. Is that not a beautiful 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Right? This is our 6 taps. What do? We sweep that liquidity. Why is this still valid? Because this is still very unmitigated. We come back into here, and what do? We rip higher. Is that random? And now, would I still use this area? No, because it's done. Orders have been filled. All this demand's been mitigated. This is another perfect example, literally a couple minutes before we caught this example here. Pretty much exactly 50% again, but that wasn't the point. I got sidetracked. Swing high, bullish candle, close below. So now I can look for price. Okay, so why would I not use this candle? We can see this is a swing high. All right. We can see that this is a bullish candle next to it, but did we close below this bullish candle? No. So this is still my area of supply. Now, what can I do? I can go on my lower time frame, such as the 1 minute. Right, and I can look for a zone. So now this is where I refine on the 1 minute. The 1 minute I can see we have a BOS here. So I can extend it like this. Okay. I can see we left the zone. We popped back in here. Right, and then we push lower. So now if I'm looking for my 6 taps. 3, 4, 5. I'm trading the higher time frame. I found a higher time frame POI. Why can we use this? What do we notice? Right, we closed below this down up candle, right? This area of supply that we can use. Still very unmitigated. Let's look at this white candle specifically. Has price come and traded back into this white candle, mitigated this white candle in order to push lower? No, it hasn't. Okay, look at this down candle here. Can you see we made a down candle? Price traded back into that candle, mitigated it, and then moved lower. This is still unmitigated. And we're in a downtrend, and it's an area of supply, and we have liquidity. You're adding up confluences, okay? This is a good POI. So now I can use this. Again, same thing. We're not going to get into entry confirmations. We're just going to short at 50% here. Stop loss above. And I'm not going to go, like, realistically, I wouldn't target this high. I'd go for 1 to 1.5 more time. But just for example's sake, I mean, look at that, man. 50% to the T. You tap this in. I used to think this was random, but then you see it happening 10 times a day, and you're like, you know what? This isn't random. So this is just a great example. And again, right, you can sort of frame the next setup now. You have a swing high here. Right, this is my highest bullish. I can mark that. We haven't really got liquidity in this one, so can you see we left it? We haven't really got a tap back in, so it's not as ideal, but this is definitely an area of supply. But when we extend this on the 1 minute and look for the actual zone in total, I would draw, oh, we have got a nice tap on the 1 minute, perfect. But I would draw the whole zone like that. And then you can see we can mitigate at 50%, move lower. This becomes less interesting to me because all these orders have been filled. So now I know back on the higher time frame, this isn't a higher probability area for price to come into and reverse. I'm going off topic a bit, but the more times you see it, the more experience you have, this will make sense. But please now, yeah, I know a lot of you are just going to go into the chart, highlight every bullish candle, every bearish candle, and start slapping trades in there. You're going to get smoked. You need a real strong trend, right? You need that swing high, swing low, close above, close below, based on the trend, and you need that 6-tap pattern. And then use that as a high probability zone to look for confirmation in. Not to limit. Like I said, in this video, I was just limiting, but do not just limit in there. I don't limit in there, so I can't tell you to just limit in there, okay? But yeah, that is everything. I appreciate you guys watching the video. If you did like it, I do appreciate any likes. I do appreciate any subscribes. Subscribes? I think that's the right word. Yeah, subscribes. Any questions you have, feel free to drop it in the comments. I have a premium Discord where I live stream my trading every single day, and you can get my entire trading course. The link for that will be in the description below. And I have also started a one-on-one mentorship where I will work with you personally, one-on-one, to get you the goals where you want to be. So if you want to apply for that as well, the link will be in the free Discord. Guess what? That link will be in the description too. But yeah, appreciate your time as always, and I'll catch you in the next video.